Let me guess, you were just dreaming about something to eat, and now you're hungry, aren't you?
I was dreaming of Yoitz, my home. However, you are not entirely wrong.
Oh?
I am getting hungry. What is the matter?
Will you please put your tail back under here?
You do realize that my tail was not designed to keep you warm?
Hey, it isn't my fault that your tail has such nice fur. I'd use something else if I had it, but fine. I guess I'll just freeze. Thank you. I think I'll give you a gift for that. Be careful once we get to Kumersoon. It's owned by the Piranian nobles, but it's pretty much run by heathens. They have an unspoken rule that bans the display of all religious symbols. It's not a legal mandate or anything, but even priests and nuns treat the ban like it was law. That's just the way they want it, I guess. What, are you mad at me because I was joking about the present?
My ears could tell that you were lying. But at the very least, I expected some sort of surprise.
What are you doing?
I am joking now.
Stop it!
I can jest too. How are we not there yet? Please tell me we will arrive sometime today.
Yeah, we're almost there.
We're almost there? Then the next meal I eat will not be terribly bitter rye wheat bread or the frightening gruel creation you insist upon making.
Yes, and on top of that, they have a huge festival this time of year. So I promise there'll be a ton of different foods that you can make yourself sick off of.
Really? This pleases me. However, will you be able to afford it?
Yes, I do have enough money to buy you food, so please don't worry.
But I do not wish to stay at a ratty inn because of it.
Trust me, we aren't going to be staying anywhere ratty. As long as you don't insist we each have our own fireplace, I'm sure we'll be just fine.
I am not as picky as you imply. No. I simply wanted to verify that you were not using food as an excuse.
Excuse?
Oh, we do not have enough money. Looks like we shall have to share a bed.
What are you talking about? Why would I want to share the bed with someone who snores all the time?
Oh, I know I do not snore.
Besides, you're not even my type. If you don't believe me, ask your ears. They can tell you if I'm lying, can't they? So,
Basically, you prefer me just the way I am, do you not? Only foolish men like their women to be weaklings. If I were a milky little princess of a girl, then you would have to be my knight and rescue me! Which is not what you like to do. Wait, you did pretend to be my knight once.
I did?
Oh, you disappoint me. Do you not remember? It was in the sewers during that awful silver coin debacle. I did not forget.
I remember now.
It was not just about physical power, you know. In that moment, you became the first person who ever tried to protect me.
Hey, seriously! Stop it!
I will stop if you will just be nice to me.
Okay, fine. Sorry I told you I'd get you a present.
I like you ever so much better now, Lawrence.
Gee, thanks a lot.
If there is only one bed, that will be acceptable. Although, to make up for it, I will require another meal.
Of course you will.
I can smell rather high-quality fish coming from somewhere in that crowded area. Can we not buy some of the fish and have it cooked for us?
You want fish?
Yes, I was just hoping that you'd be able to sell us at least a few of them.
I sincerely apologize, but I'm afraid all of my fish have already been purchased. I've had an above-average day. Excuse me for asking, but are you a traveling merchant?
Yes, I am. I just came from Lubenhagen.
Well, in that case, if you follow that path for about half a day, you'll reach a lake. You'll see. The carp there are exceptional. You should be able to gather a lot of fish and sell them at a reasonable rate.
No, thank you, though. We're just looking for something to eat.
Huh?
I know that look. You're plotting a new business strategy, right?
No, I'm just a bit embarrassed. If you're looking for some fish you can eat right now, does that mean you'll be staying in Kumersoon tonight?
Yes. We came for the winter market and the festival.
The Ladra Festival is very popular. You have booked an inn, haven't you?
Huh? The festival doesn't start until tomorrow. Wait, don't tell me the inns have filled up already.
Oh, absolutely.
I guess we should go to the trading guild then.
Oh, you belong to a trading guild? I do as well. Which one?
Oh, well, I'm actually a member of the Lowen Merchants Association.
What a small world. I am a member of the same guild.
Wow, I suppose this is God's doing. I forgot I'm not supposed to say things like that here.
Don't worry about it. I'm actually a believer from the south. Fermi Amarty, but for business, people call me Amarty. It's more informal.
And I'm Kraft Lawrence. But if we're being informal, call me Lawrence. This is Holo. She travels with me. We're not married or anything. We're simply on a journey together.
Why are you staring? Is there something on my face?
No, sorry. Are you a nun?
Yes, she's on a pilgrimage. More or less.
Well, it seems to me that God will always find a way of testing us no matter what. I mean, because finding 2 rooms for you won't be easy.
You can find us a place to stay?
If I ask my business acquaintances for help, I'm sure they can spare at least 1 room.
Thank you, Amarty.
Of course. And I'll see if I can convince one of them to cook some of that fish you were looking for as well.
Someone so young, you sure have a good sense for business. We'll leave you to it then.
I'll make the arrangements.
Sorry for making you wait. The room is perfect. I can't thank you enough for helping us.
Right! You're quite welcome. Do you like it?
He said we did. And I like it as well. We are so lucky to have met you.
Yes, well, I'm glad too. You're really pretty and seem to be a wonderful person.
Why were you acting so weird with him?
Because the situation demanded it of me. This food is amazing, is it not? I believe that child has very good instincts.
Especially for his age. The amount he was dealing in was well above average.
Especially compared to what you are hauling around. What are they?
Oh, iron nails.
Yes, I know they are nails. I meant what are they, as in why do you carry such boring merchandise? Did your failure in Lubenhagen take all the fun out of you?
I know it's plain, but we should get a decent profit from it. And for your information, not everything that I'm carrying on the wagon is boring. That was a compliment. You're on the wagon, too.
Have you already forgotten you just ordered another? Perhaps you cannot handle one more.
You know what? I'm not the only one at this table who could stand to be a little bit nicer.
If you are nice to a man, he will more than likely get carried away. I cannot allow you to think I shall fall for the same flattery over and over.
Of course not. Why would you?
Shut up. Men are the ones who should be kind. And if for any reason I appear to be upset, then you should be even kinder to me. I think that this wine does not look dark enough.
It's supposed to be light. This is burning wine. Whoa, not so fast. See, I told you.
That was wonderful. It reminds me a lot of the wine we had in Yoitz. What a nostalgic flavor. I hope all those with whom I drank back home are still doing well. I cannot wait until we arrive there. But I want more.
Good grief.
I think you should know that yours is the best wine in the world.
Mother, whatever happened to the town of Yoitz?
Why am I not surprised? I brought you a bucket and some water just in case you need it. And from the looks of it, you're probably going to. Oh, and by the way, the festival doesn't start until tomorrow. Right. Well, try to get a little rest, okay? I'm off to go see an old business friend of mine, but I'll be back.
Au revoir. Merci.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No. He was going on and on about some mountain from when he was a child. You saved me.
I always thought it would be helpful if I'd learned other languages.
Yeah, it's been very helpful for me and has kept Adele happy. She enjoys money. Now, I'm assuming you came here to do some business with me. Would I be right about that?
Well, yes, of course. I brought you some nails from Lubenhagen.
Nails? Why would you bring those to a wheat shop?
Well, you do get a lot of customers from the north. It stands to reason they're going to want a lot of nails. They'll need them for winter.
Yeah, there might be some demand. How many?
I've got 123 pâtés, 204 pâtés, and 205. I also have a letter of guaranteed quality from the Lubenhagen Blacksmiths Guild.
Then I'll give you 10 and a half lumiones for them.
That is not enough.
Haven't you heard about the crash in battle equipment? They canceled the Northern Military Expedition this year. Swords, armor, you name it. They're all being sold for practically nothing. The market for nails has fallen too because of it. I think even 10 lumiones might be too much.
But I thought that was only true for the southern regions. I agree the material is more readily available, but being forced to melt cheap metal into nails that are necessary during winter would drive up the price of firewood, which would cost more in the long run. I don't think anyone would want to anger townsfolk doing something like that, so the price of nails really shouldn't be affected.
Fine. Good grief. Couldn't you have gone somewhere else to sell your nails? If it was wheat, I would know how to bargain with you, but I know next to nothing about nails.
Good. How about 16 lumiones, then?
Too much. Best I can do is 13.
15.
How about 14 and 3/4?
Okay, you've got a deal.
Excellent! Thanks, friend. Now, would you like for that to be in cash, or is credit okay?
Credit.
Thanks again. Almost everyone's asking for cash this time of year. Just makes things that much more complicated. Hey, Lunt!
I'm here. What do you need, Mark?
Wait, when did you get an apprentice?
I needed some help once I opened up the store. I want you to go and load all those boxes onto my cart, okay? I'll be selling them over at Hans's later on.
What? Wait, I don't understand. Isn't that guy an ironsmith?
Just move the boxes.
Right.
I'm sure you're planning to stay through the end of the festival, so you better come over for at least one drink. I'd love to finally introduce you to Adele.
That sounds fine.
Hey, what's the matter? My store must be overwhelming you.
Yeah. It is nice.
Don't lie to me. You young guys are way ahead of where I was at your age. I wouldn't be surprised if you were close to opening up a much bigger store than this. Cheers!
So the festival starts tomorrow, which means that we have to celebrate tonight.
You will use any excuse to get drunk, won't you?
You know, I am quite glad to have met you, Lawrence. If it had been anyone else with fewer brains who was more serious, they never would have put up with me.
Thank you.
It almost feels as though you and I met a very long time ago. It does it not?
It sure does.
Back then, you were terribly embarrassed by my many temptations. It was rather adorable.
Well, back then you only drank about half as much as you do now.
And you would not have spoken to me in such a manner.
Yes, it is bizarre.
Bizarre is a good word for it. Normally, it is much more enjoyable for me to travel and move around in my wolf form. It is easier to chew meat as well. See, I am not yet used to these cheeks. These are tiny things. However, I believe I shall be able to find a way to dwell inside this form a while longer.
When you're in that form, you get drunk faster.
You are an ass. You are an ass. Where? He is there. There is the ass.
You should have more to drink.
You are forgiven.
Holo, before you pass out, there's something I've been meaning to ask you.
Ask it then.
I was wondering if you had any clues that could help us find where Yoitz is.
In the north? Why?
Yes, I know that, but we need a more specific direction at this point. And depending on where it is, we may have to find a creative way to get there. I don't know. I was hoping you could at least remember the name of a town nearby.
Oh, yes! Nyohila!
Nyohila?
Have you heard of it?
Oh, sure. It's world famous for its hot springs. They have a lot of heathens there, too. But I've heard they've also got several archbishops and even some royalty.
Royalty? How very exciting. We used to go to those hot springs all the time. They healed our injuries quite wonderfully.
Okay, so if this direction was north, and Nyohila was here, where would Yoitz be?
That way.
Southwest? Do you know how far?
It would take me 2 days, less. For humans, not sure.
2 days. I can't imagine how far 2 days at that speed would be. It'd take me over a month.
Do not worry yourself. I shall be fine as long as I have good food and drink.
There's just so much land. And we can't assume you took the roads in your wolf form. We're looking at the possibility of it taking a year, maybe even 2.
What delicious wine. Are you not having any?
If we got to Nyohila, could you go the rest of the way yourself?
Of course. I suppose I could do that. I am sure I would be able to find my way from Nyohila alone. Loneliness is a fatal disease.
No, I was just curious. There's no reason for you to go all alone.
I should be fine. You only have to take me as far as Nyohila. Then I can stop as much as I want, if only to look around.
You misunderstood me. I want to go the rest of the way. I was just thinking out loud.
Remember when I spoke of men being kind to women? Men should be measured by their kindness. However, I am not your charity. And I have a tendency to consider things only from my perspective. A blink of the eye in my world is a lifetime in yours. A year or 2 is understandably precious to you. I forgot. I do not wish to waste your time.
I understand your point, but I didn't mean...
When you make faces like that, it makes me feel sad.
Sorry.
I did not consider the obvious consequences. I enjoyed traveling with you too much. Now, I depend on you. I believe I am drunk. I shall put myself to bed before I say anything else I might regret.